So we have to understand that the red blood cells are most abundant cells in the human body, billions of which die every day and replaced by new cells. They have a lifespan of around 120 days. They're very small, like 7 to 8 micrometer in diameter, but yes, comparatively large than the other blood cells. Yes, there are white blood cells which are at times even larger because they can form pseudopodia when they're supposed to come out of the blood vessel and fight with any germ at the intercellular spaces. In mammals, they are enucleated, so they don't have any nuclei. Biconcave, so if the central part does not have any nuclei, definitely it will be compressed from the both ends. And it is moreover circular in shape. Yes, we find disease condition in which RBCs appear like this, that is known as sickle-celled anemia, a genetic disorder. A normal adult man and woman have 5 and 4.5 million RBCs per cubic millimeter of blood respectively. In an adult woman it is little less because of menstruation. For as during menstruation the blood is lost from the female body along with the endometrial lining and mucus, so definitely in females it is little less as compared to the male. An abnormal rise in RBC count is known as polycythemia. So you have to be very careful. So we have to be very careful about the term, that is polycythemia, which means an abnormal rise in the red blood cell count. Apart from that, decrease in the number of RBC is called erythrocytopenia. That is the decrease in number of red blood cell, which causes oxygen shortage in the blood and tissues. So thereafter we have erythropoietin, that is a hormone stimulating the bone marrow to increase the production of red blood cells. The formation of erythrocyte is called erythropoiesis. So by erythropoiesis, erythrocytes are going to be formed, and definitely this will take place in the bone marrow. We will know more about it. The primitive nucleated RBCs are produced in the yolk sac of embryo. We know that structures are formed around the embryo which are known as extraembryonic structures like the amnion, chorion and yolk sac. So in the embryo, at the embryonic stage, yolk sac is going to produce the first nucleated blood cells. So here we are talking about the erythrocytes. In later embryonic stage, RBCs are mainly produced by the liver and spleen. But from birth onwards, RBCs are produced by the bone marrow. So yes, in the body of young newborns as well as adults, bone marrow is the only place where red blood cells are manufactured. Hemocytoblasts in red bone marrow give rise to mature RBCs. So hemocytoblasts are the cells which are forming mature RBCs in the bone marrow of newborns and adults. Iron and proteins are necessary raw materials for the synthesis of hemoglobin. Like we all know, hemoglobin is a conjugated protein. This is because apart from amino acids, it has some other substances as well. Heme stands for iron, whereas globin stands for protein. In hemoglobin, we have an iron molecule connected with 2 alpha chains as well as 2 beta chains. The alpha chains are made up of 141 amino acids, whereas the beta chains are made up of 146 amino acids. And there is an iron molecule. As a whole, this structure is very important for binding of oxygen. As we have already discussed, The lifespan of an RBC is 120 days. A mammalian hemoglobin molecule is a complex of 4 heme molecules joined with 4 globin molecule. So here we can really see that there is an iron. With iron we are getting protein chains, polypeptide chains.